Hi, good morning this morning. Another Relax and Paint with Donna Dewberry. And this is like February. I don't know when you're watching it, but that's what's going on right now. And I was thinking about different things that start coming up, like weddings and different parties and weddings and all that you might have. And one of the things I love to paint is on glass. And the best part is you see me doing scrapbooking paper and I like it in glass for a couple different reasons. Is you don't have the base coat. So when you're practicing and you're painting on something, like I paint a lot on black paper and other scrapbooking paper, it makes it really nice because it instantly has a background that you can start on. Like behind me, you can see over there is my charger. And I get those at the Dollar Tree, all colors of chargers. Hobby Lobby has even more um, decorator type ones that are like $2.99 compared to $1. So we do a lot of kids projects and a lot of adult projects, especially during the holidays with the Dollar Tree chargers. And I get a lot of glass at Dollar Tree. Okay. And I could order it and get 89 of them or 120 of them, whatever I needed for weddings. And so wedding season is coming up. I know it's all year round, but here's some wedding ones I did. And I want you to see that it's got some really pretty fun little dots and work on there. And sometimes the stickers are so hard to get off the bottom and it doesn't say the price, but it's a label. But so sometimes I don't think you can see that too well. It's too blown out. But I will show you up close that I slap that on there. Now I use our multi-surface paint on glass, but we also have enamels. So if you go to onestroke.com, you'll see all of those. We also have these fabric and glass brushes that are really soft and they help the paint to stay on. Now, it does say plaid fabric. Um, I like stiff brushes for fabric, but plaid did soft brushes for fabric. So while we don't really have our glass brushes right now, we do have these available. So I just let you know that. We also have a 10-piece value pack that are very inexpensive brushes, and I do use the small ones because they hold up pretty good, but they're very inexpensive. It's a 10-piece glass set. None of these have my name on them yet. We used to have a whole line of many of them, but we're slowly bringing them back. So I want to see if you get excited as I do. The best part is as you paint, if you don't like it, you wipe it off and you start all over again. So I'm going to take a deep breath and get my morning throat gone. But I want you to know that I just heard a great speech or sermon or whatever you'd call it. And I don't think I've shared this with you, but I want you to know that we are all born as 10s. And somewhere along the line, we let people or comments or whatever, or even how we feel about ourselves, knock us down a few numbers. And I want you to know that creating and having a creative mind can be so much fun and make you feel lots of joy. But if you let it beat you up, and I don't want you to let it beat you up, I want you to think, I'm going to overcome this. So whether it looks like a 4 and I want to be a 10, I want you to know that it takes practice. So I do relax and paint a little slower, and you could skip by all my talking in the beginning if you want to, and that's fine with me, and get to the meat of the painting. So I'm going to do that right now and hope you enjoy my glass class today. All right. And it's just a fun, quick little project. So what am I doing? Oh, my overhead. Wake up. Wake up this morning. So sit, relax. Some people say they're holding their little pet. All right, now I've got Dewberry. These are multi-surface. This is a new blue peacock. This is citrus, and I think, yes, sometimes I use happy green, and this is wicker white. But you know what, guys? There's multi-surface I used on this one. Let me show you. I used citrus green. I used greenscape, which isn't gray. It's got a green tint to it. And then I used the greenscape and soft apple together. Now, we don't have soft apple anymore in multi-surface, but it is in enamels. All right, this is greenscape and white, so I slap the bottom, and so it just has paint texture on the bottom. But since I did this in this color, I think you're going to see it better in brighter colors on the recording. So I'm going to work on this different shapes of glasses from Dollar Tree, okay? And I know they're different types of wine glasses. So, and there's a beer glass, there's all kinds of other glasses that I've used many, many times. But what I do is I put a votive candle in these, and I use them as, there's the stickers I say, I don't like to have to peel them off. Not when you're doing 100. So what I do is I use white and silver, white and gold, and then flowers. And these are great projects. I have to tell you, you can take alcohol and wipe the outside of it. You don't want your fingers and oils on it. So try to like hold the stem and kind of stay away from it. I'll hold it inside like this and work on it. So I just want you to think about that as you're working with this to make it more durable. Now you can put these in the top rack of the dishwasher, but this is what I tell people. If it's hand painted, you should hand wash it. All right, just light wash and you're fine. So I put these around. I've made small little votive glasses with candles and put candles in this during the wedding, and it just makes a really pretty setting. All right, so I'm going to do these same flowers that I did on here just to show you how fun it is. All right, so I'm going to use the Juneberry. I've dampened my brush. This is a size 12. And I'm going to work back and forth. White shows, let me turn it so I can get to it. White shows up very well on glass. You're going to love it. Okay, so I'm going to push hard, really hard, back and forth, back and forth. And I've worked it into my brush. Okay, so 2/3 full. Now, this is a very soft brush. So when you're using the regular traditional brushes and you're going to stroke on this flower, you are going to want to lay it on like this by laying the brush down. All right. But with this brush, because it's softer, you don't have to compromise your brush strokes. You can just go around. Lots of paint on your brush. Some people put multiple coats. I just want you to see, like they go over it a couple times, but see how often I'm picking up paint? Look, every stroke. All right, I'm going to come over here every stroke. All right, so what this is I lay the brush down flat. I do a couple light wiggles and I pull it back down. All right. Now I have too much paint right there, so that's going to be a little bit of a problem because we're doing 2 layers, 2 rows. So the inside row, I'm just barely touching. Same brush, but I want you to see I'm taking just the white edge and I'm not pushing the Juneberry down. Watch this. I'm just concentrating on the white. And these make really quick projects, really quick glasses. And when I'm doing hundreds of them, I do them for about $3.50 to $4.50 each, and they cost me $1. Or I can have them go get the glass and bring it, but they like it when we can do all of it for them. So I'm going to leave that like that. So see, that wasn't very hard. All right. Now I'm going to put blue with this one. So I'm going to wipe this brush off and I'm going to pick up the white, and on the Juneberry side, I'm going to get this blue. Okay, blue is a popular color. All right, and these are trendy colors, the lime, the Juneberry, and the blue peacock. Okay, so let's do this like it's a tulip kind of. So it's going to go up to a point and come down. Let me get this going again over here. All right, so I'm going to come to the side and slide up and come down. Let's go to the other side, slide up and come down. So those look like petals in the background. Now what's going to happen is I want to go lower. All right, so this is going to be the front petals. Okay, so I'm going to come right here. And see, you can see down inside the flower. So when I put little dots, it will look like they're inside. I'm going to turn this way so I can come right here. Okay. Now I want this to look like it's kind of hanging over to the left, so I'm going to come right here and do a little side petal that's hanging to the left. All right, I did this a little bit bigger than what I originally did it, but that'll be okay. Because then I came down over here and I put a little bit of the blue like a bud over here. All right, that's going to be a little bud. And I might come right over to this other side. I didn't on this, but I think I could. And put another little chisel. There we go. So see, I've got the color balance of 3. And I don't usually put 1, but it's because I had these 2 big the same size. I made that work. All right. So I'm going to just come right here with the blue on my brush and get some of the citrus green. All right. And then I'm going to grab on the chisel and pull. And this one, I'm going to put little green leaves around it so you won't see it. But over here, it's up a little bit, so we'll pull it down. See, when you're on around the glass, sometimes it makes it fan out. So I can just take it off because I'm going to put leaves down there anyway. Or I can stand it back up and make sure that I'm just standing really on a thin edge. Now I came in here and I'm going to put a piece of fern there. Okay, so far that's pretty easy. Those are slid up and back down. These are flat and you wiggle a little bit. All right. Now I'm going to wash that brush and I'm going to go to a different size brush. All right. So this one is the 6 in their fabric brushes, which I use for glass. All right. Makes no sense, I know, but just ignore that. All right. So I'm going to pick up blue peacock and citrus green. And I'm going to work that in. Okay, so this is what I did. I did 1 slider leaf. So I touch, look, I'm going to touch the stem, push down and stand up. Push down and stand up, push down, push down. Okay, and I hope these lights aren't driving you crazy. I want you to be able to see this without the lights going. All right, so I just picked up fresh paint and I touched the blue, and there. So this is a bright, pretty color one compared to my muted one. So they're both pretty, but in different ways. All right. So one of the things that I'm going to do on the bottom here, and then I'll come back with the rest of the small leaves, is I'm going to pick up the white and Juneberry. Just because I wanted to get some pretty colors in here. Now I'm just going to, I got water dripping. I'm going to go along the bottom here and make a few little half circles Now watch this. I put a head, an arm. Imagine we're doing a gingerbread man. And then 2 legs. 1, 2. Okay. So I did come in here and do a few of these where I'm overlapping with white and Juneberry. See how I'm overlapping? Now the white was on the outside. See the difference? It looks like a whole different color. And I can come in here. You put a little bud. So 1, chisel like a daisy. Okay, see how that trails a little bit? And I can do the same thing over here. All right, so that's all I'm going to do on there for now. And then I want to show you, I'm going to come back and put greenery. But while I have this paint color, this is a lot of work if you're doing a lot of flowers. I mean, a lot of glasses. So if I did this much, I would easily charge $5 a glass. That's if you're doing tons. I would sell these at the shows for $10 a glass years ago with a little string ribbon tied around the stem and a little votive inside. Get the votives at the Dollar Tree or boxes of them at Hobby Lobby. So see, I don't know, I probably meant to set up so you couldn't see this. I can also paint on the bottom and it shows through, but I don't know if y'all were able to see that, I'm sorry. All right, but one of the things I've done is I get both colors and I just come in here and slap it instead. Slip, slap, slip, slap, slip, slap. And if I don't like this, I can go right over them. Okay, slip, slap, all the way around. And it gives you, now, a nice finish. But usually what I do is I do silver and white to do this, or gold and white. And then I put the metallic color into little dots on the top. Okay. All right. So it just gives it a painted finished bottom. Oh, but this is when I add the diamond dust. I think I showed you this. And I don't think I have diamond dust right here. But what I do is it's a bottle of like cut glass, like little pieces of glass. And it acts like glass, so I think it is pieces of glass. And while that's wet, just like that, I pour it over it and tap it, and that stays into the paint when it's dry. So isn't that kind of fun? Okay, now all right, so let me finish up here now, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the citrus green and white. Now I did the citrus green with the blue. Now I'm doing it with white. Okay, you see how I loaded the brush really good. Okay, so right here, I'm going to put some little leaves in here. A few up here. And I also like to put them coming out of these little flowers. One thing that looks really good, I'll make sure that I come here so you can see. One thing I really like is 1, 2, 3. The little dots that we do are going to look good. I put these in 3s. And one thing that I have also done is reverse painting so that when they're drinking inside, they see pretty colors too. All right, so isn't that kind of fun? So those are really simple. Excuse me. All right, so now we're going to finish up with little dots of white. All right, so what I did, now watch this. I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. See how they get teeny as they go? I don't know if y'all can see that well. All right, and I do like, let's see, I do want the little dots to be on these. All right, so I was trying to decide if I wanted citrus green on these, since these is colored not so neutral as the other ones. See how pretty that is? Just with a few dots. I can come here. So as you dot it, let me show you what happens. Let's do it over here somewhere. As I dot it, let's see if this shows, if I get closer. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the more you dot, the teenier it gets. Isn't that kind of fun? All right, so you got to be on the tip of that. Go around and put little dots. Dip dot, it's got to be fresh paint. All right, so now in what I decided to do is, remember I told you you could use your pencil? I'm going to use citrus and put lots of little dots inside here. So you don't want to lay this on its side, it's got to go straight up and down. And these little peaks will stay peaks when it dries. So it's like texture, it's kind of fun. And then I can come in here and put little ones, one single one, or multiple ones for these down here. I'm going to put a few little dots. See how I put my rest of my little finger? I'm holding this up in the camera so you can see, but I usually have it laying on the table. Okay, so a little white, little green, but look, it looks good. We can add a little bit of white in here too. Okay, a little mix. All right. There we go. And whatever design I come up with, I pick out what I'm going to use down here. But this, I really probably wouldn't use silver or gold, but you can. And you could just keep this white on the bottom to make it more like the wedding. Okay, so you can also put their names down here. We have glass paint markers. So check those out. I use those for any kind of writing if I have to write it. Okay. And the good thing about this, if you want this really straight, you take your finger or a wet paper towel and you can wipe off a straight line all the way along here. Okay, another thing I use a lot on glassware is I come in here with some color shift, which stays on glass, and I do some metallic little color shifts in the bottom color shift. So you can still now take and put some color shift on this. But isn't that a great gift? And I give, for weddings, I give 2 of these or a set of 4. And I paint the bag and the greeting card to match. And I've had a $4, $5, $6 gift out of my pocket, and even the tissues there. And you have a fabulous gift. All right, sound good? I will see you next week. Thank you very much.